So with y'all, man. Boom, boom, kaboom. Oh, just wait. It's my virus. Some new viewer. Our thoughts on Glock discontinuing dozens of its models. Um, it would be good news if they were replacing it with something better, but they're not. So, kind of indifferent about it, to be honest. Because I mean, discontinuing doesn't mean that they're not going to be still selling. There's still millions out in circulation. So I guess hopefully they try to innovate somehow in the future. But yeah, I doubt that. What's up, everybody, though? What's up, my boy Bars? Catch a drone. Hit. That's not fit so the drone. So let me know what y'all think. I've had somebody tell me that 300 blackout is optimized for shorter barrels, meaning it'll get full velocity out of shorter barrels. Do y'all agree with that? Cause I don't. Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me okay though? Yes, no, maybe. Sure, barrels. Yes, okay, yeah. Got a range trip coming up. I gotta load these mags up. Don't know what ammo this is, but I know what's going in my gun. 223. Yeah, I've noticed that. Have anybody else noticed that 223 is a lot cheaper than 556? If you buy it in bulk, for sure. Because I've been getting this 300 rounds of 223 for about $100, plus shipping. So like it's like 100. I think it's like 110 plus shipping. So it ends up being like 120, which that same amount for 556 300 is about 100 and what, 140 plus shipping. So it'd be like 160 something. Notice that it's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Yeah, I'm just making sure that y'all can still hear me because the music I'm playing is copyright free. So making sure that y'all can still hear me. Oh, but let me not cover up the show, the main showpieces. But yeah, I like Glocks. I have a whole playlist about Glocks. At one point I had 5, but not my favorite pistol. Not my least favorite for sure, but not my favorite. I think it's funny that for Glocks especially, that the longer ones are the cheaper ones and the shorter ones are the more expensive. Like for instance, I remember during the pandemic, you could buy a 17 for $300, but a 26 and a 19 were about 750, if not more. I'm like, that's so backwards. Like, I never got that. I never understood that. Thought that was so stupid, but you know, it is what it is. Make sure all this ammo is the same. More or less it is. Let's see if I got like 1,000 rounds. I ain't really gotta worry about don't really gotta worry about 60s, 36, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20, 24, 27, 30. Yeah, so it'll take 5 mags just to do 300. 36. So we're gonna take 5 of these or 6 of these to make 300. Still though, once y'all see, hey, if y'all like rapid fire and stuff like that, man, make sure y'all tune in. I got some really good videos coming soon. You know, just stay tuned for all of that, man. Stay tuned. Yeah, I mean, got some videos I'm making tonight after this. I'm gonna probably only go live for like an hour. So y'all got any questions, ask me now in the comments or whatever. Ask me while you can. Or just ask me in one of my videos. I'll answer pretty frequently on there. So yeah. I'm pretty excited to take these mugs out for sure. But what do y'all think about the 300 blackout versus the 762 by 39? What are your opinions on that? I'm missing a couple mags. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing 2. Oh, right here. Never mind. Don't know what these are. I think these is OTMs. Or they might just be regular 5, 5, 6, 6 A's. 2, 2, 3. These remanufactured. Well, as soon as I leave, everybody get on and then. That's 5, 5, 6. Put that in the back of the line. Shoot the camera. If YouTube let me go live at the range, I would. Yeah, nah. Not gonna be doing that one, buddy. What's your name? Connor? What's up, though? What's up with y'all people? Let's see what's in here. PMC. Two, two, three is that what all this is? I don't think it is, though. No, definitely not. Some of this is, though. Generally, do you not have better stuff to do? I'm not sure about to get down. What do you mean get down? Yeah, so there's like a whole bunch of random remanufactured cases in here. What do you mean better stuff to do? I mean, you're watching. Nah. But yeah, I got better stuff to do. I'm about to record some videos after this. Why you kidded out? Because this is America. And I can be. That's the best part about living in a free country. You can do stuff like this. 556 AAC. Oh, so I guess these is all just random cases, but so I definitely didn't put no AAC on top. Let's see if I got some random ones. Yeah. 2, 3, rim. Yeah, these cases are so random. PMC, women's haven't mixed these up. This is just remanufactured stuff. I'll never know. Yes, beloved, but why are you sitting there in it? If you look at my channel, I do this all the time. Do you need to do a reason? Do you need a reason to do stuff that you want to do, that you love to do, that you want to do? Because it's America? Because you can? Sometimes you need to not ask why, and you need to sit down and ask yourself, why not? Why not? I like pushing the boundaries, and I can. When NT, yeah, these are just random cases. I think that's so funny. Let's get some ads loaded up. Airsoft only, YouTube. Airsoft only. Yeah, this is all DC. You can tell because it's not, yeah, it's not all shiny. And this is all shiny, so this is the remanufactured. Okay, cool. Is this 20 in here? It is. This is the vibes right here. I need my loader for this one. But yeah, y'all want to ask any questions or just talk? Yeah, you know what I mean, I'm here. I'm here for it all. Late night vibes, you know. Midnight where I'm at. Where y'all at? Tell me where y'all at. Where y'all from? Minutes. 21 minutes until I'm on. 21 minutes until I'm on. I don't even like these goofy ass, but man, it's getting hard. It's getting hard to load, guys. Get the frick out of that. 21 minutes until I'm on. I got that dumb song stuck in my head. What's up with y'all though? Say something, say something. Say something, baby. Say something, baby. Where's my green screen? Share. Yeah, I know your ass still up. It's too tight. I mean, what you got going back there against that wall? Hey, you know, so I got some stuff, some things, and then stuff and things. If is that a serious question, let me know. I'll actually break it down to you if you want. Break it down. Shit, I got all the dope. Oh, so okay, so yeah, we got my SPR right here, my special purpose rifle. That's fit out with a 1 to 10. Then I got the IR laser for night vision and the light. I got the bipod. I'm coming out with a video on that soon. I'm replacing that stock soon as well to the Magpul. I think it's the Magpul DMR stock, something like that. Actually getting like a dedicated rifle stock for that. And then I got my PSA Jackal right here, my GPR, if you want to see more about that. I got a video on my channel about it. There we go. Yeah, that's my designated general purpose rifle. I use that for I can use it for short, medium, or long-ish ranges. Can't go as far as this one. This one got a 16-inch. This one got a 13.5. This one can go out to about, I've shot it out to about 6. This one I've shot only out to about 4. That's not saying that this one can't go out further. It can. That's just as far as I've shot it so far. This one is not mine, but it has the Romeo and Juliet SIG Romeo dot, and then the Juliet magnifier to 5x. I'm actually, for some future videos, I'm gonna be getting my 308 Jackal. If you want to see about that, go to my 308 Jackal build list. I don't have a playlist. I just got 2 videos about it. And I'm going to be actually putting a 5x and a 6x prism on that, and I'm going to be doing the prism versus the magnified red dot. See which one is better. Obviously, if you want to go out to distance, the ideal thing that you want to do is the 1 to 10 like that, or 2 to 20, whatever, however far you're going. But I think it would be interesting. I haven't seen a prism versus magnifier red dot that was actually like really in depth, so I'm going to be trying to explore that. Plus, I'm going to be doing 308 versus 308, 5.56 versus 5.56. So I'm probably going to be taking this primary arms 1x off of there, even though it has good range and stuff. I want to try the 3x again that I have on there with the top red dot that I have. Most of the videos I've actually shot it with the 3x on top, the 3x primary arms. So yeah. And then this one, yeah. I'm gonna be suppressing these 2 at some point, and then this one, he said he's actually gonna put a 38 millimeter launcher on the bottom. So he said this is gonna be his quote unquote urban battle rifle. So that's what he's doing. What website you use to build your 80%? Depends on the 80%, to be honest. Whichever one got them in stock. But when I did on 1911, I was doing 1911 Builder. When I was doing my AK, I was doing AK Builder. And then for the 80% Glizzy Glicks, you just go wherever they're available for real. I did go for my first one. I wanted to get it serialized, so I got it right to bear. And then the rest of them I just serialized it myself once I learned how to do that. Thanks for the explanation. What do you think of the Geisler? I think you meant Geisley, like Geisley trigger. Geisley triggers are really nice. Thinking about putting a Geisley in my 308. They have a battle Geisley trigger for the regular, 308s, the AR-10 platform. They take normal AR-15 trigger groups and shit. So I'm probably gonna put a Geisley in there if I'm gonna go high end like that. If not, I'll go binary. Oh, this one has a binary in it, by the way. This one right here got the binary. Geisler. I'm not aware of them. I haven't actually been on the market for 80% in a while. So the only one that I'm looking at building right now is a SIG, 80% SIG. So I don't know nothing about Geisler, unfortunately. But if they, I think it's only like 2 or 3 people that actually make the frames. Everybody else just sells them. But there are some people that are like printing them or releasing the files to print them and stuff like that, which, I'm all for that, freedom. Can't stop the signal. But yeah, I don't, if they don't make them themselves, like there's people that make like their own chassis and stuff. But I think it's only like 1 or 2 companies that actually are making the 80% frames. So yeah. My favorite one though is the Strike Industries one. Even though it's an FFL item now, I got the 80% one when it was hot, when it was hip, when it was available, and I think I got it for like 80 bucks, 90 bucks when it was on sale because I got the pre-order. SIGs are really reliable. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna make mine reliable, but I'm actually not gonna be using mine as just a pistol. I'm gonna be using it as a chassis system. So I'm gonna be doing that's gonna be like my first dive into the PDW world. So I'm pretty excited about that. Because I'm actually doing a strike chassis, and then I'm gonna try some other ones too. But SIG being as modular as it is, my friend already has the he got the AXG Scorpion and the AXG P320, so he likes those. That's his thing. So he got a couple SCUs that I could use in the meantime while I'm working on mine. But yeah, I like SIG. SIG is nice when they run. Not saying they don't run, I've had no problems with SIG. But there's a lot of people that have, so we'll see actually, because I got a couple people bringing SIGs to the range day, so we shall see. Okay, 33 minutes, 30 more minutes. That's cool. 71%. Okay, cool. Yeah, what do you think about the recent debacle with SIG? With them basically denying that there's ever been a problem with SIG, with them going off. And you think there's water? That Grey Goose, baby? No, I'm just playing. Like 320 M6, M18. Yeah, I like that they actually have some that was issued and came with like certificates of authentication. I'd probably buy one of those. I think my friend has an M17. He's already changed out the grip though. He hates the grip. I will be getting a normal grip for the SIG though when I get my chassis, because I'm already having the slide and everything. I'm gonna try out a couple different grips. I know there's one that I want to try that has like the 1911 angle on it, and then I want to try one of them with some metal ones too. The metal ones they said those are peak. Those are peak. That's some 9mm mags that I need to rush on that. Somebody asked me Why am I in full kit? Goes to show they don't know nothing about nothing because I'm not even in full kit. So I want to be in full kit. I put this one. I put that bad boy on. Now I'm in full kit. No, I ain't got my belt or my boots or my pants or nothing like that. So I'm actually not still in full kit. But whatever, whatever, major loser. I got probably like 20 more minutes of this money. So y'all better ask while you can. For my ass go to sleep. For my ass go just to sleep. Why does this have a detachable tripod or monopod on it? That's pointless as hell. Let me see that jackal. Bam! And bam, they both jackals. This one's actually not that much bigger. They're both actually the same length. This stock is just fully extended on this one for reasons. I don't know. But yeah, there you go. I'll get out the way so you can see them for a little bit. I need more stuff. And then I can just pop out. I wash my hands. My hands smell like bullets. You know. How much did your upper run you? Just saw your video on it. My upper, this one, not mine, this one was a blim, so it was $750. I caught it on sale too, so it was a sale and it's like an Easter sale or something. No, it was before Easter. It was some type of sale. But yeah, I caught it on sale. No, I caught it on sale for like $7. Was it $750? My other one though, I paid $8. This was full price. This was full $8 right there. Not mine. This isn't mine. But yeah, full $8. But yeah, they usually run for like $8, I think, or $8.50. No, I think they're $8. I have to check. I don't have my iPad with me. Sorry. Yeah, runs good. I've got total rounds on this one. I've got 6,000. This one we have about 500. This one we're still testing, but I have on my other jackal I got 10,000. So I'm actually probably about to send that one back to get a new barrel or get a new upper because the barrel is losing life. Not just like not losing life, but I've got enough rounds on it. Like I think I'm starting to see the rifling deteriorate. I think 15,000 is when they say you're supposed to, but yeah, I shoot it all the time. And yeah, I've got 6,000 through this one, no problems. The only problems I've ever had with it was because I was just adjusting the gas, and ever since then, I mean, you can see in my videos. The one video was when I was adjusting the gas, my tuning the gas, and yeah, haven't had problems really since then. I feel like I'm gonna start having problems when I start suppressing it because I gotta adjust the gas again, but I think I've had maybe one. But I run a lot of remanufactured ammo, so I think I've had one failure to extract or eject or something. But that's the thing too, you have to adjust it to the different ammos that you run. So if you know you're gonna suppress it, you gotta adjust it for your suppressor. So how come Mexico never has good Olympic team? You'd have to ask Mexico. I don't know. I think the reason why the U.S. is so good, I can speak on this because we have so many sports teams already, and they're kind of raised into the sports teams. Like, we got AAU, which is like teenager stuff. Then you got high school, which is like high school teenage stuff. Then you got the college level, collegiate, and then you have, and it's very competitive. And then you have the pro teams after college. So it's kind of like U.S. Olympics is raised for all of these sports, to be honest. All right, Raptor. I'll see you, man. Yeah, check out my video. I got a whole bunch. I think I got a whole playlist on my jackal, like 30 plus videos. So I got a whole bunch of shorts of me shooting it. I got slow-mo footage. I got I don't have no burn downs or nothing like that, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff. What's up, man? What's up? But yeah. Jackal is probably like if you're trying to do something like the ACR or like the car. It's kind of in between both, but it gives like the best of both worlds, if that makes sense. I could list out everything. I got time. So non-reciprocating charging handle. You don't have to worry about it coming back on you like the Scar. The Scar non-reciprocants, you have to pay more now. It's compatible with, I would say 80% of AR parts. The only thing that's not is like a lot of the parts on the upper. But PSA does have a big aftermarket, not aftermarket, but like big support for their systems. And then they have the lifetime warranty. So if you have something messing up or shearing off or breaking off, whatever, you can send it back and they'll replace it for free. So that is a good thing about PSA. But not only that, the lower is the big selling point. The lower, it is a standard AR lower that goes on there. And even the AR-10, the 308 one, takes a standard DPMS lower. It might need some fitting because DPMS doesn't really have a standard. But from what I've seen, and then from people that I've seen, you know, shooting it that haven't and actually run it and stuff, it's fine. And you don't void your warranty when you suppress it. Every Scar, if you suppress it, you void the warranty. Compatible with most AR parts, compatible with all the mags, you know, triggers, ammo, all of that stuff. The only thing that's not compatible with is FRTs or super safeties yet. Yet. There are people working on that. So that's another thing, you know, grips, all of that stuff. The ammo, it is pretty accurate. If you get the right ammo, you can do sub MOA with this thing, in my opinion. I've shot it out to 100 and got like an inch group, so, you know, pretty good. I'm gonna take that 308 out when I complete it. Get that out there. But yeah, it takes the ACR stock, not the standard ACR stock. It takes its adapter and everything, but there are, I think, 3 companies now making stocks for this. There's F5, which has got, they got the upgraded aluminum one now. A3 Industries used to be A3 Tactical. They got one. I've been emailing them actually trying to get one. And then there is BNT. They actually make one with the built-in adapter with that too. Now BNT is actually on the low tier of this list, to be honest, unless they come out with like a better one. Like, some people like it, some people hate it. I think the stock is, for me, it got to be comfortable to my face. It got to be comfortable on my cheek and on my face and on my shoulders. So I think the A3 is really like the top, but that's what you're paying the most for it because it has the 3 levels of adjustable cheek height. The F5 is number 2 because it does have the aluminum spine and it does resemble the ACR stock the most, but it has that cheek riser that if you apply enough pressure, because how you do it is you pull it back up and then lock it forward, and with it being like that, if you push too hard on your face, then in that it can actually unlock and drop, which you want to have consistent draw, consistent cheek placement every time. Like, let's say you training and you're doing something in the dark, you want to know that, you know, that your dot is going to be right there if you feel that certain pressure on your cheek at a certain height. You know, comfortability, familiarity, that's what you want to have every time. So if you gotta keep adjusting your cheek height like that, then, you know. And the biggest thing about the A3 is that it locks in place. The cheek thing locks in place, and it's yeah, it's really handy, really nice. A3, if you're watching, send me a stock, man. Give me that. I mean, I'm gonna get the 308 one anyway. So yeah, let me know when it's available. But yeah, I like it. And then this one, you know, it's got the monolithic 2 rail, so it's all built one piece. Like, the rail is just all one. I mean, so yeah, it's really nice. You don't have to worry about stuff losing 0 on it and stuff like that. They were having a problem at one point with the rails being out of spec, but I haven't had that problem. I've had this for about a year. He's had his for about 7-8 months, so yeah, we haven't had no problems with out of spec stuff or nothing like that. The only thing that was out of spec actually was this lever, which I just made a video about. I was wrong about the PSA Jackal. His phase 5 lever, like, mine dropped in. Actually, 2 of mine dropped in, no problem, but maybe that was my lower and not the actual Jackal. But his, I had to do some modifying to his phase 5 lever, and phase 5 actually said, they messaged this one guy back like, no, this is not compatible with the Jackal. We're not making one that is compatible with the Jackal, maybe sometime in the future, but not right now. But I'm like, my phase 5 lever dropped on there, no problem, fine. So I don't know, guys, I don't know. Yeah, once I hit probably 50 minutes, I'm about to get off of here. Better get her. You better get her. Better get the Beretta. I'm trying to start my first polymer 80 build. from. I've been watching videos, but I'm kind of lost. You literally just Google P80. Yeah, just Google P80 G19, or what size are you trying to build? Compact, subcompact, 19, 17 size. What do you know anything about it? All of them don't come with the jig. Yeah, that's true. You probably, so how they have the law set up now, or the Supreme Court ruling, or the ATF ruling, whatever, with the force of the law, which I think will get struck down this year. I want a 19. So then you'll just look up P80 G19, and then it'll probably be a 76% frame. And if you watch my video on the 70% or the 80% versus the 76%, you have to do a lot more work for the 70%. But I don't know if they're still selling 80% right now. I don't know if they went back to selling 80%. And then you have to buy the jig and probably the rails separate from the 80%. That's how they got the law set up. You can't buy them together, one piece to complete, or one kit to complete it, whatever. So you got to buy that, finish it out. And then basically you gotta drill some holes, get rid of some material and stuff, and then where are the rails? I'm sorry to ask. What are the rails? The rails are the metal parts that go in the polymer frame that actually make the slide go back and forth. I wish I could show you, but I can't touch guns on live. Actually, I might do a video explaining this, to be honest, because I'm thinking about doing a intro into firearms series. Do you have an AK-47? I did. I don't anymore. Not currently. Do you have an M4? I do not. Is that an LPK lower parts kit? No. So the rails will probably be separate from the lower parts kit. Some companies might have a actual a thing where they have a lower parts kit that comes with the rails, but how the law is set up right now, or the ruling, whatever, they have to sell the rails, the frame, and what was it? And the jig separate. The jig is what you put in the frame in to drill the holes to complete it, so that you don't mess it up, and you know where to, it'll basically guide your drill or guide your drill press, whatever you're using to complete it. Do you have a gun? No, I don't have guns. I have airsoft. Airsoft. These are all airsoft, man. Airsoft. And yeah, watch my channel. See if I have a gun. You gotta see Call of Duty Master #1. Yeah. Yeah. Watch my channel to see. Watch my channel to see. I can't really tell you or show you on live. What kind of machinery do I need to drill stuff? From my local Home Depot. Yeah, just a drill, regular drill, that can take drill bits. That's all you need. And then probably a Dremel so that you can remove a lot of the rail material. There's this guy who does a really detailed explanation on it, Marine Gun Builder. I think he still has some videos on YouTube. He does a really good explanation of how it is, what the parts are and everything like that, how to make it really good, using like the easiest ways and tips and tricks and all of that stuff. And I think he's either on, I know he's on Rumble, because Rumble you can post a lot of gun stuff that's like unedited and stuff. And then there's also Tactical Toolbox. He has a tutorial on how to finish a lot of this stuff too on his Rumble as well. Actually, I don't know if he did one on the P80s. I know he did one on the Glocks, but yeah, check Tactical Toolbox and Marine Gun Builder. They both have really detailed explanations and stuff about it. If not, leave a comment on one of my videos. I'll make one, and I'll make a Rumble or something, and I'll start doing videos like that. But yeah, a drill and a Dremel, just a regular drill that can take drill bit that has like a chuck in it, so that you can clamp down on the drill bits. And then yeah, and then if you want to get fancy, you can probably get a vise and stuff, but I never used a vise. I was fine without a vise, but a vise is advised. It actually is. I forgot that it is. But yeah, yep. Yeah, I think my second most viewed video is my P80 videos. I don't know why. I've made a lot of videos about the P80s, but like the whole completed builds, but nobody really likes those. They like the completed stuff. Does Marine Gun Builder do the whole thing from opening the box to finishing the drill? He does on full 30, I believe, and I believe that Tactical Toolbox does as well. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of. If you just Google how to complete my P80 frame or whatever, you should be able to find it. They're still on Google. You can, Google can't stop those videos, but a lot of the videos will lead you to YouTube, and YouTube has probably taken down a lot of videos. But I know that there should still be some up because a lot of people left their videos up and YouTube couldn't take them down because they wasn't making money from them or whatever. So, yeah. How much should it cost to finish everything for a G19? Tools and everything included. Because, yeah, that's different. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on how custom you want everything and everything like that. Like, because you can buy a completed side on eBay for like 200 and then get a frame, the jig, and the rails for probably like 200. But that's, not including the light if you want to put a red dot on it or maybe a laser or something, plus magazines, plus ammo. So I would say probably like close to 6, 7, close to 6 or 7 for a 19 at least. That's how much the going cost for like the frame by itself was like 170 last I checked. On the high end, on the low end, I seen them for like 80 bucks, but they don't ever stay in stock for that price. And then plus you got to get the jig and the rails, so it ends up coming out to be about 150 to 180. Anyway, so yeah, I would say about that. Yeah, because I finished mine for cheaper than that, but that was like years ago. So I know the prices of everything has went up, and that's just for to get it to function. That's not including, like I said, magazines, ammo, customizations like custom triggers, lights, red dots, whatever you want to put on there. So, is there a website you recommend to order P80s? The one that I do recommend, they don't sell them no more. I don't think. Right to Bear. That's where I bought mine from. Right to Bear. They might still have them, maybe, but you'd have to check to see. I don't know. I know they still make like Glock slides and parts and stuff. I had really good luck with Live Free Armory, but I don't know if they sell 80s anymore. To be honest, you just honestly you gotta find them wherever you can find them now because I don't think there's somebody out there scamming or nothing like that. Not no reputable websites. Just make sure they take Visa. Make sure they take like PayPal or something so you can request your money back if they if they don't give you your shit. They don't give you a shipping number. But that's another thing too. You gotta be patient because I remember my first one. It took like 5 days to ship it. That was during the pandemic though. But yeah, just make sure you message them, or you could always just call them up. Like, hey, what's your estimated lead time, or what's your, make sure. Is it right to bear? Yeah, yep, yep. .co, you know the rest. But yeah, you could always, if you like the prices and everything, call them up, ask them questions. Be like, hey, I'm trying to complete my 19, whatever. I need this, I need that, and that. How much would it cost? What's the lead time on that? How long would it take to ship? Because nowadays, there's really not no back order or nothing like that. Like if it's out of stock, most companies just not have it in stock. Back order, watch out for that because that could take up to who knows long. And then lead times, watch out for lead times. But lead times is more for like custom work, like if you're sending something off or something like that. Like for instance, my lead time on this Jarvis barrel that I bought for my 1911, the lead time was like 4 weeks, and it took them like 7 months to ship it to me. And that was during COVID though, so I'm actually gonna get another one from them too. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Oh, I still got some barrels and stuff I need to do. Forgot about that whole project, man. I'll be slacking. That's gonna be nice when I finish that though, for sure. All right, I got like 5 more minutes on here, y'all. If y'all want to say something, let it. Any thoughts on MMC? I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is, man. Because like I said, I'm not really in the market right now for one. I might build like a 17 at some point in the future, but not my immediate future. The next pistol I'm complete is another 1911. Yeah, I'm not familiar with MMC, the website, so the best one to order from was p80.com, like, because they were the ones who created it and made the best one. But I don't think they do 80s no more. I think they only do 100% now, like FFL items. They might do like 70%, but yeah, you might have to do G19 76% frame or G19 80% frame. Would you recommend first build be in 17 or 19? If you want to go on the cheaper side, probably 17. It's going to be a little bigger, but 17 parts are usually selling for less. Like the slides, you can get an RMR cut 17 slide for like 200 bucks on eBay, but a G19 like RMR cut slide is gonna be like 250 to 300. Um, and yeah, I think most of the Glock parts are compatible anyway, but I think 17 frames are selling for slightly less as well. So if you're trying to save money, I would say 17. It's gonna be a little longer, but it's also gonna be a lot funner to shoot too, because the longer it is, the less recoil you feel. The 19 is gonna be shorter, more compact. You actually have to tune the recoil better or more. You gotta pay more attention to the parts you put in it. What kind of cut? I'm sorry. RMR. So RMR is ruggedized miniature red dot. That's what RMR stands for. It's the footprint of the plate that you put, or the footprint of the red dot that you want to cut. Basically, it's the type of red dot that you want to put on your on your slide. So it's the type of cut that you have to get to put the red dot on your slide. I know this probably not making no sense, especially if this is your first, gun or build or whatever. Um, yeah, just save that for later. But just trust me, get RMR cut if you're gonna do anything, because that's like the universal. Everybody makes one for the RMR. Just make sure it's RMR. And actually, PSA they have like full slides and everything that you can buy for like 200 with the RMR cut and everything. They might not be 200 no more though. I'd have to check. Like I said, I ain't got my iPad, so I don't know how much they are right now. But I built mine from PSA for like 250 with the RMR cut, and then I put the red dot on there. Yeah, just go RMR cut. Trust me, it's very universal. Everybody makes one for it, and it's really easy to mount it and everything. So, but yeah, if you got any more questions, just hit one of my videos or something. I read my comments pretty frequently. Is it true that P80 blew up sometimes? No, that's only 3D printed ones. Or if you get like a bad barrel or bad ammunition. So make sure you're using good barrels, good ammunition. Cause I remember it was like my third magazine I put through my P80. I got a case stuck in the chamber. I had to get a cleaning rod and like jam it out. Like I had to really like boom, 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 knock it out, because it was not like my slide was locked up. I couldn't get it to, and it was regular ammo. So yeah, make sure you're using good ammo, good range ammo, until you know it at least runs reliable. That's another thing too. Tuning your P80, getting it to run reliable. You gotta make sure your parts is all good and everything like that. But no, I've never had one blow up on me. They probably blow up sometimes on other people. Like if you 3D print it, it can possibly blow up. Um, that's why I don't try to mess with nothing where the explosion happens. I don't mess with. Is it true not to use more than 115 grain? You can, as long as your barrel is rated for that. It'd be the overpressured stuff like the plus P ammo, plus pressure ammo, or the plus P plus. A lot of people's barrels don't be built for that, and they'll run it, and that shit'll blow up easily. Yeah, just make sure it's 9 mil, 115 grain, 120 grain, whatever. I've even ran some 145s, and I have some 185s that I run. It's just normal ammo. But yeah, plus P is what you want to stay away from, because that you don't know what barrels. If it's not an OEM Glock barrel, then you don't know that it's rated for that. So stay away from that. Stay away from that plus P stuff, because that plus P is like for competition shooters, and it goes like way faster than normal ammo. So yeah, and it got more powder behind it. So yeah, stay away from that. Normal 9mm do like Remington or PMC bronze or something simple. They got it at the range. 9 times out of 10, it's not like overpressured. Sometimes it do be though, like not overpressured, but like maybe a little hotter. I remember I was running this, I think Eggman 9mm, and then I had like some Russian stuff during COVID. Had like some Russian. I don't remember. It was like $10 a box. So I'm like, I gotta get it, and it was hot as hell. Like our normal shooting is like boom, 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 but this was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, damn. I was like, my fucking wrist was hurting. How long will it take me to do a build after getting the 76? It all depends on when you get all your parts and everything completed. When I first did mine, it took like 2 weeks to figure everything out and to get everything running and smooth and all that, where I can actually reliably do it. And I had all the tools and stuff, I just couldn't figure it out. Back then, it wasn't a lot of videos about it, so I didn't know what to do, how to do it, nothing. I didn't know nothing. But I would say you get all the parts, save up the money and stuff, and buy everything like, because I think a lot of times if you're like not, you ain't got like a lot of money, or you just like saving up to buy stuff, buy it piece by piece and save up. It'll probably take a couple, I would say like probably 2 months to get everything, working, constantly. But it's worth it in the end, because you'll have it and then be done with it. Whereas people like me, I be working on multiple projects at the same time, so it'll take me 3-4 months to finish one project, because I got 3 more that I'm trying to work on. But YouTube is different. So I would say, yeah, either save up, like make a savings, and then like, okay, once I get this, add everything to the cart and be like, okay, this is how. Let's say you need like 750, and be like, okay, I can save 250 a couple times, and then or if you want to do like everything custom out the gate, or you can do like $100 every paycheck, and you'll buy like 2 or 3 parts and then build it up to where you got it completed. So it all depends on you. I want to finish it ASAP. I got like 500. You could do that and get it functioning and stuff. You need 80% frame, rails, jig, a drill, Dremel, lower parts kit, completed slide. That's what you need. And you can do it. You can do it. Alright, I'm getting off of here in 2 minutes, so say what you gotta say. After that, comment on my videos. I'll get back to you when I get back to you. So I gotta get off here. I'm getting a phone call. All right, y'all. Stick to it for more. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. If you like this stuff, stay tuned for more. We got them coming. All right, peace.